Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday to you. End of the work week. Wish it looked a little prettier outside. This is the first alert at desk. Want to make sure you're caught up on all of the top headlines that are happening today. Got some exciting stuff going on. Got some updates for you. Again, we are on Facebook. We're also on YouTube. So if you want to shout us out, say hello, have a question, a comment, a concern, I'll be able to see that. I may be able to see it on my Lana Harris page. I'm Lana Harris, but I'm mostly watching the Atlanta News First Facebook page. So if you're watching on the Atlanta News First Facebook page, make sure you say a comment and I will see it and shout you out. So we'll get into our stories, which are at this time not in front of me. Let's see here. The first story on our list, we're talking about Jalen Carter. So this is a story that I know a lot of people have been following for quite some time now. He is, of course, involved in the deadly car accident that unfortunately killed a UGA player and a UGA staffer. Now, he was not directly involved in the accident. He has been charged in connection with that accident. So, Maria, if you'll help me out, I just need to push send on my email, get some more details for you guys. So he, of course, went to jail and was in there very briefly, and a lot of people have been waiting to see, what happens from there, what was going to happen with his sentencing. So now we've confirmed that he has been sentenced to probation. We know that he was given a $1,000 fine and that he is going to be given 50 hours of community service. So that's just some of the repercussions that he has had from this incident. Of course, he had a showing recently where a lot of people, were a bit disappointed at what he was doing. In that practice that was recently, but he's got a lot on his mind. He's got a lot on his plate. He was involved. Worst case, he had a teammate who died. He had a staffer who died, and now he's trying to continue on his life. So a lot of people are really feeling for him. But again, sentenced to 12 months of probation, $1,000 fine, 80 hours of community service. Just got that updated number, 80 hours. Now, he pleaded no contest to 2 misdemeanor counts of reckless driving and racing. It's important to note that no contest is not an admission of guilt. By entering that plea, the state's just not going to be able to bring any more charges against him for anything related to that January 15th crash. Now, his attorneys are also clearing up several key points surrounding this crash. So his lawyers say he did not leave the scene of the accident without being told by law enforcement that he could. They are standing firm on the claim that Carter's actions did not cause this wreck. And attorneys also claim that he was not drinking or under the influence when this happened. So we'll be sure to keep on this story for you guys as always and keep you posted on where things go from here. We also have some bad news for you if you live in Atlanta, especially if you drive on Georgia 400, because those flex lanes are closing. This is it for them. You've been using them for the past decade. This evening rush hour will be your last chance to use them. At 9 o'clock tonight, the Georgia Department of Transportation is going to close the flex lanes on Georgia 400. Now, if you don't ride on that road very often, you might not even know what we're talking about here. There used to be the emergency lanes, the shoulder that you would drive on. You can drive on today, last day. But in 2012, to relieve traffic, transportation officials opened those up to drivers so that they could use them in the morning and the evening. But they were never meant to be permanent. They just happened to last a decade. So now they need those lanes back to start staging for a really big construction project. So again, starting tonight, 9 o'clock, you will be losing a lane in a 5-mile stretch between the Pitts Road overpass and the Holcomb Bridge Road. The construction project involves replacing 3 bridges in preparation for a new toll lane project. And so they have to get rid of the lanes so that they can have a safe space for construction crews. So bottom line, set your arm a little bit earlier next week because it might take you longer to get to work. Once construction gets underway on those bridges, you're also going to have to slow it down. They're reducing the speed limit along this stretch to 55 miles an hour. It's expected to take 2 years to finish all 3 bridges. So I know what you're thinking, just what Atlanta needs. One less lane to drive in because we already don't have enough traffic, but progress, construction, whatnot. All right, let's talk March Madness, shall we? KSU students are really excited. They are in this thing, guys. They're playing tonight. This is students you're looking at hitting the road to Greensboro, North Carolina to watch the Owls' first game in the NCAA tournament. KSU's, of course, playing Xavier this afternoon. Now, this is a huge deal for them. This is a first for them in their Division I history. The Owls earned a 14 seed. They've won 16 of their last 18 games, so the seeding is fair, folks. Xavier's a 3 seed. It's not going to be an easy fight. The Owls have been on a 5-game win streak, though. Their last loss was February the 18th. So it's almost been a month since they last lost. For students not heading to North Carolina, there will be a watch party on campus at the Convocation Center. Doors open at noon, games at 12:40. Watch party is open to KSU students, staff, and faculty. It is going to be a party, especially if they win, right? So this has a lot of people, first of all, betting already on the March Madness brackets that was blown up yesterday by a couple upsets. But it's also got people thinking about sports betting, okay? Wouldn't it be nice if we could place bets on our favorite teams playing in March Madness? It's illegal in the state of Georgia, but it's a surprising twist of fate at the state capitol that's pushing this push for sports betting back into the spotlight, and this could be cool if this is something you're interested in, okay? Lawmakers are adding a last-minute amendment to a pre-existing bill to try to make it legal in the Peach State. A recent poll found that Georgia voters overwhelmingly support legalized sports betting. House Bill 237 actually designated the official soapbox derby in the state, stripped of its original intent, and then amended to include the legalization of sports betting. Now, this is getting a lot of praise from influential state leaders like Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones. But other people feel like, yeah, this is not going to get done. This is not going to pass. It's important to note that this would not require a constitutional amendment and would not need a 2/3 vote. So you better believe a lot of people are looking forward to see what's going to happen here. But for now, sports betting remains illegal in Georgia. So we will stay on top of these stories for you like we are staying on top of the weather. It is nasty out there. Luckily for us, we have our very own Jennifer Valdez here to explain what you can expect for this weekend.
Lana, I appreciate it. Yeah, it is yucky. It is gross out there, and it is going to stay very yucky as we head into the afternoon hours. So everybody, hope you're having a great St. Patrick's Day. I'm wearing my green. Hopefully you remember to wear your green as well, and hopefully you have some green rain gear, like a green rain jacket, green rain boots, a green poncho, anything to protect yourself from the rain that is green. I think that's going to be a good bet for today. If you have plans this afternoon, if you have happy hour plans, lunch plans, dinner plans, this is a forecast you want to watch very closely because we do have widespread rain and periods of heavy rain in the forecast. So this is a forecast you're really going to want to watch. Let's start with what things look like right now across the southeast. Lots of rain blanketing North Georgia. That is going to be the case this afternoon. I know we already had some rain this morning. It is not over. Even though we've seen some breaks here and there and it's mainly light sprinkles, this rain is going to pick up as we head into the afternoon. Right now, we are seeing some breaks in the rain, but looking south and west of the metro, moving through Heard County, moving through Coweta County, through Meriwether County. We've got some rain even through Peachtree City, Fayette County, seeing a little bit of heavier rain moving to the south and east towards I-75. Inside the metro, mainly some light showers with some moderate rain embedded in there as well. No thunderstorms right now. We did have a couple claps of thunder earlier this morning, but we're not seeing that right now. But we are seeing some heavier rain in eastern Hall County, moving into Banks County, some heavier rain there as well. Temperatures chilly, but honestly, considering the clouds and the rain, not bad. 59 right now in Atlanta, 50 in Athens, 61 in Cartersville. We're going to see our high temperature here in the next couple of hours, and then you're going to notice those temperatures are going to drop, and it's going to get chilly, and it's going to get breezy tonight. I want to take you hour by hour. Let's talk about that rain, because right now most of that rain has been light, mainly some sprinkles, but that rain is going to get heavier as we head into the afternoon. So at 2 p.m., widespread rain. This is why it's so important you watch this forecast closely. If you have lunch plans, dinner plans, or happy hour plans, or you're just watching basketball, meeting some friends to watch some March Madness, this is what it's going to look like at 2 p.m. Not much better at 5 o'clock. It does look like the rain will be a little lighter, but even at 5 o'clock, still seeing widespread rain, heavy at times. Then it's not until after about 8 o'clock the rain moves out. So after about 8 o'clock in the metro, that is when finally will dry out. But notice in portions of Putnam County, seeing some rain still. So we're still seeing rain south and east of the metro around 8 p.m. But in general, after 8, that heavy, consistent rain will move out, just a few sprinkles. And then by the time you wake up tomorrow, it will be cloudy, but it will be dry. So here's your St. Patrick's Day forecast. And this is why I said you need green rain gear. 62 degrees. That's going to be in the early afternoon. Once that heavier rain moves in, temperatures will drop. It will get breezy and chilly tonight. So it gets cooler. So if you are heading out after the rain stops, you'll want to bundle up. Don't let the 62 deceive you because it will get much colder tonight. In fact, speaking of tonight, it will be cold. Look at that widespread 30s across the metro. 37 in Atlanta, but most of the suburbs will be close to, if not freezing. So if you are heading out after the rain ends, if you have late night plans, maybe celebrating St. Patrick's Day, make sure you grab a warm coat. Tomorrow, temperatures are going to struggle. We're only warm to the low 50s. Very breezy and cold as we head into the afternoon. Then it will be freezing Saturday night into Sunday. So although we have no rain this weekend, it will be significantly cooler on Sunday, freezing as you wake up. It will stay cold. Temperatures on Sunday only warming into the 40s. And here's a look at Atlanta's most accurate 7-day forecast. Again, rain today. It will be dry this weekend, but significantly cooler. Monday's the first day of spring. It's going to feel cool, 55 degrees, freezing to start, but at least we'll gradually warm up. Small chance of rain Tuesday, and then it will be milder. Finally, we have those upper 60s and 70s back in the 7-day forecast with a high of 67 on Wednesday. We'll be back to the 70s on Thursday, so looking forward to next week. As far as today goes, again, very wet this afternoon. Good news is no severe weather, no strong storms in the forecast, so it's going to be more of a nuisance than anything else. But because it's a Friday, because it's St. Patrick's Day, because of March Madness, I do think a lot of you have outdoor plans. So it's a forecast you want to watch very closely. I'll leave you with a look at that 7-day forecast. And again, make sure you download our app. That is that QR code you see on the right-hand top of your screen. We will send you alerts if there is lightning approaching your area, if there are flood warnings issued, you will get alerts. So that is the best way to stay up to date with the weather 24/7. We also send you video alerts, and you have a constant look at the radar, not only the current radar, but you can do the future radar as well to get you through the rest of today and the weekend. So I'm going to sign off here, everyone. Have a great St. Patrick's Day. Hopefully you have something fun planned away from the rain and indoors. And I will see you later this afternoon. Everyone have a great Friday.